Josh Kelly is a man that has everything in front of him. An absolute potential superstar. Josh Kelly, the movement, the brain, the mind, the shot selection, everything. This is the transition period from becoming a prospect to a star.
After exploding onto the scene with some eye-catching defensive moves and boastful showboating, pretty boy Josh Kelly took the boxing world, or more to the point, the digital boxing world, by storm, by creating clip-worthy moments that every creator, myself included, couldn't resist in publishing content around.
When I'm happy and I'm enjoying it and I'm taking the nick and I go in there and it's playtime. It's like a play area for me.
Said over 8 rounds. Kelly stood right in front of Whitfield with his hands down.
The numbers his highlights would generate were astronomical. His profile spread far beyond the boxing community, as his fighting style captured the imagination of people of all ages and interests across all of the social media platforms.
I'm really impressed with him. He's very good. Don't get twisted. The guy is incredible.
He won't have found anyone like Kelly, and a good uppercut has hurt him in the second round. And these punches rain in.
Strictly from a boxing perspective, Kelly was impressive, displaying decent hand speed, footwork derived from the next generation of amateur boxing, topped off with defensive showboating, not only showing elite reflexes, but adding that extra bit of zing required to mold the profile of what many felt could be the next superstar in British boxing.
Knocked out! What a win for Josh Kelly!
Names like Ben, Eubank, Brooke, if he comes back.
Any of them. Yeah. Any of them. Now, any of them.
Is Josh at that level now where you're thinking, yeah?
He beats them all. He beats them all.
But, and it was a big but, he was still a novice prospect, fighting the guys novice prospects are supposed to fight, cab drivers and part-timers. So it was impossible to gauge his true ceiling in the sport. But, as is often the case with hype trains like this, logic and reasoning plays second fiddle to raw emotion and excitement.
I've been ready from day one. I've been pushed in the limelight since day one. It's second nature now.
Nice jab turned into a left hook. Travelling out with a left hook here, and down goes Whitfield inside the first round.
Kelly was unbeaten in 11 fights, and he made some baby steps up the welterweight rankings before he jumped straight into the deep end and challenged the former world title challenger who had a notable win over Sugar Shane Mosley, David Avanesyan.
Right uppercut, left hook, and down he goes.
Avanesyan was an aggressive pressure fighter who possessed the one key trait that Josh Kelly appeared to lack: one punch knockout power.
It's really, unless you're super slick and you've got great...
Avanesyan had been competing at a consistent title level before Josh Kelly was even a pro, so he wasn't fazed by the hype that PBK had behind him by beating guys that he probably would have knocked out within 3 rounds himself.
We know Avanesyan is fit for 12 rounds. He's a dangerous fighter.
The stage was set at the Wembley Arena in 2021. Kelly, despite being the challenger for Avanesyan's European title, was the betting favorite, and those odds were accurately reflected early on in the contest. BLTV picks up the action from round 1.
Becomes reality. We've had everything needle. There's many questions to be answered here.
I think Kelly's going to have to be better than he's ever been.
In the gym, in sparring, and we've seen plenty of flashes of that.
Avanesyan, former world champion.
Good work from Kelly. Speed.
I think he probably knows that early on he's going to be at disadvantage in terms of speed.
Fast start here to this challenge for the European title. Beautiful there from Josh Kelly.
Kelly was controlling the fight early on, displaying decent hand speed that forced Avanesyan into some roughhouse tactics in the second, unfortunately leading to a cut on the back of Kelly's head that bled profusely from an accidental elbow.
He's not going to be able to match Kelly for speed, so he needs to stay tight defensively.
There's blood coming from the ear, I think, or the back of the head somewhere of Josh Kelly. Avanesyan tries to get a hook of his own in. I think he was a bit bewildered there. He was slightly hurt and bewildered, but back he comes with the right hand. It has been stopped this week. He's a guy who wants a shot from Josh Kelly. Left hand, but that hurt Avanesyan here in the second round.
Yeah, he's having success here now, Avanesyan. He's just staying tight. He's keeping the pressure on Kelly. Good jab so from Kelly.
Wonderful potential. Will he do that in a pro ring? Beautiful work there from Kelly.
Yeah, good hand speed, good crisp punching from Kelly.
Oh, that's lovely. In a challenge for taking that third man.
But he got in the previous round, but Kelly looking sharp again here and just letting it fly out of boot, leaving the applause in the Kelly corner.
Kelly was beating Avanesyan to the punch for the first 4 rounds, but the Russian never deterred from his strategy of constant pressure fighting, which started to take a toll on the bloody challenger. Kelly took a knee in the 6th, which appeared to be more from exhaustion than anything else. But being in that state so early on against a fighter like Avanesyan had an upset right all over it.
Straight back on it. Kelly's really got to be careful in the latter round. Absolutely got it. Out of booth thrown in the towel, and it's all right.
Kelly's corner threw in the towel after Avanesyan followed up with a relentless attack of hooks that left Kelly in a bloody mess on the canvas once again.
Boxing difficult. Is you lost. Many people think you finished. This is boxing. You down. This life. Is you need. Well, is your champion. You wake up, understand, and you go.
It was a crushing blow for Kelly's career. As quickly as his profile rose, it took less than 20 minutes for everything to come crashing down. Kelly had a lot of detractors before he even took his first loss, and a lot of those same people made their voices heard in the aftermath.
But as I said, Avanesyan's an animal. I like Avanesyan. I like what he's about. I like the way he conducts himself, the way he carries himself. He carries himself like a true champion. I knew the outcome. You know, I've watched Kelly's fights. I've watched how he operates. He's a great on-top fighter. He's an unbelievable on-top fighter when things are going his way, but when things don't go his way, he don't like it.
Avanesyan made 5 title defenses of his European title before he jumped back to world level, matching up with the best fighter in the world, Terence Crawford, getting dealt with in a way Terence has handled damn near every fighter for the previous decade, brutally and emphatically.
Crawford's taking it off the gears now.
Since his loss, Kelly has bounced back and strung 5 consecutive victories together, albeit at a lower level. However, this is a very talented contender who is now improving from fight to fight. His second win is certainly going further under the radar than last time, but his time to face another fighter of Avanesyan's caliber is just around the corner. It'll be interesting to see how he deals with that test the second time around.